Hello everyone, I'm Councilman Ron Bowen and welcome to another edition of Exploring Port St. Lucie. It's time to explore Port St. Lucie. You know, as a 37-year resident of Port St. Lucie, there's still things I haven't seen or done in Port St. Lucie. And one unit I don't know about too much, and the Port St. Lucie Police Department, is the motor unit, also known as the motorcycle unit. And with me today is Officer Rob Loupe, one of the motorcycle unit patrolmen. Good afternoon, sir, and welcome to Exploring Port St. Lucie.
Thanks for having me on.
I've seen you guys 3 times in the last 3 months, more than I've seen in probably the previous 3 years. I've seen your presence at the National Night Out at the stadium. I saw your guys' presence at Crime Watch, Neighborhood Crime Watch. You were the escorts for the City Council as we toured different neighborhoods. And I saw you guys train about 2 weeks ago up at the State College. So tell me how it's going and how the unit's comprised, and a little bit about yourself and how you got in the unit and some of the functions the unit does.
Well, I've been with the Port St. Lucie Police Department for 15 years now. I believe 10 years on the motors. It's definitely something that's hard to get into. Not only is it a 2-week course that you take through another organization, like I took my certification down in Palm Beach. It's a 2-week course. They start you out from ground zero like you've never ridden a bike before. So you get on the Harley, you get used to it. Now a lot of other agencies will use different bikes, but our agency uses Harley Davidsons. So when we get on those bikes, we'll start out like we've never ridden before, even if you have experience. Then the next thing you do is a bunch of different courses that they run you through. They get you comfortable. By the second week, you have to, at the end of that second week, complete, I think it's 10 courses that you have to complete without putting your foot down, knocking cones over in a 3-minute time limit.
So it's more than just riding the bike, it's actually maneuvering the bike itself.
Yeah, it's more about safety than anything else, because you want to be safe on it, along with we're not going out and just joyriding, we're actually going out and doing enforcement on it. So we might make U-turns, we might end up having to, just if you get an accident on the bridge, you could end up utilizing the motorcycle to run up the bridge where a car couldn't get to it.
In doing some of my research for this program, I learned that, again, the motorcycle units are used for ceremonial functions, and that's what most people may think about, but basically you can get in an accident, you can get there where a 4-wheel vehicle can't get to it.
Yeah, I mean, we've had accidents just on Port St. Lucie on the boulevard where it's in the middle of the bridge and the cars can't get to it, rescue can't get to it, so they'll send us up there, we can clear it out, get traffic moving, because you'll have people that want to stay, watch, see what's going on. We can actually get up to it, check on the people, make sure they're okay, and then start cycling some of the cars out to get rescue up there.
So you're doing accidents, and you're also doing some of speed control, I imagine, out there writing some tickets. When I talked to a couple of you officers, you were telling me that some of the people have been clocked over 100 miles an hour on the Port St. Lucie Boulevard and on the Crosstown Expressway. I was joking around with you guys and said, gee, it's become a freeway at 70 miles an hour, and you told me I was about 30 miles an hour off, but I'm sure those are few and far between.
Yeah, we do get a lot of people, especially on Port St. Lucie Boulevard, for whatever reason, they like to go fast on there. I mean, it's posted 45, and to me, 45 is fast enough on that roadway. It's congested. I mean, right now, before Crosstown gets finished, we've only got Prima Vista Boulevard and Port St. Lucie to make it east and west. And going fast on those roads with that congestion doesn't lead to anything good.
Were you riding a motorcycle before you got in the unit?
I did. I rode back when I was about 18, 19 years old, rode a little bit before.
Okay, do you have a bike at home when you're not riding here, or just you have had enough on your work shifts where you don't want to get on a bike? Or
like I said, there's a huge difference between riding when you're at work, because that's work, and it's not that it's a different type of riding, but it's more enforcement, where when I ride on my personal bike, I can get out, just get on A1A and just take a long ride down to the beach and enjoy myself, not have to worry about hitting lights, hitting sirens, watching out for this, watching out for that. So
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. Real quickly, the training you guys do, you're training once a month. We're going to have somebody talk about the training. Officer Scott Johnson's going to come and talk about the training, but you guys training once a month?
Yes, we train once a month, and then at the end of the year we have to do a qualification where, just like that 2-week course that I talked about, when we do our qualification, you actually have to go and make it through the entire course twice without having your foot down, knocking over cones, and running a clean run, as we call it.
Very good, very good. I was going to ask you about the bike rodeo coming up. You guys are planning about possible bike rodeo for motorcycle riders?
Yeah, it's something that we've always wanted to do, and it's something that It's a good training exercise on top of a competition, but it's one of those things where you can kind of gauge how well you ride, because it is basically that qualification course with a bunch of other things thrown into it that you might have never done before. I mean, we're able to do things on the bike, and I'm sure you'll see it, and you know, from coming out to our training, but you're able to see the stuff that we're able to do that most people can't even realize you can do on a motorcycle, and do it safely. So, I mean, for that benefit of going to the rodeo, it helps.
I was impressed by you guys, again, maneuvering the motorcycle, not necessarily riding it. Listen, I appreciate you being on, Officer Loupe, with us today, and appreciate your service in the police department, and congratulations to the unit and the whole police department, the men and women, for being reaccredited again. You received your reaccreditation, and that's a long and laborious process. Not too many departments have it in the country, so congratulations on that.
Thank you, sir.
Take care. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Exploring Port St. Lucie.